And tonight, families across Northeast Kansas are trying to get an idea of what school will look like this fall. Districts are working to create a plan to keep staff and students safe while returning to learning. But despite the challenges, school enrollment rates are up in Topeka.
KSNT News reporter Lindley Lunn is live to tell us what options parents are deciding to take. Lindley?
Molly, Brooke, the 501 school district first has all of their students completely virtual learning, and this is part of their phase one of their reopening plan, which begins on September 9th. But parents here spent their day, but some parents had to spend their day here enrolling their students. And they're given two options on exactly how their school year may look like. Sarah Meyer has 3 kids in the Topeka Public School District. She says her kids' safety will always come first, even with their education.
They will always be able to catch up on math or science or whatever, but if they were to catch the virus or potentially get it and then infect someone else that's high risk, that's a really hard thing to swallow.
And Topeka public school leaders are taking those feelings into account come the return of school on September 9th.
They're sending their treasures to us, and they want to know that we'll be as careful with their children as what they are when they have them at home. And so by having a choice, I think parents feel like they have a vested interest.
That choice being once phase one of reopening is over, students will either choose to stay completely virtual or the hybrid learning option, meaning students will be both in the classroom and online at times.
We can practice social distancing, we can practice the appropriate spacing that we need for any of our classes, and we can also make sure that we're keeping all of the environments clean and sanitary and sprayed down.
So how does the hybrid option work? Students would go in person 2 times a week based off the first letter in their last name. Then the rest of the week is online.
Ideally, I think that little bit of social interaction that they'll get for those 2 days a week is going to help them greatly. But I'm not rushing to send them back to school 5 days a week by any means.
On Thursday, open enrollment showed most students are going with the hybrid option, but almost 10% of students have signed up for the online version. And there's 3 phases in the district's reopening plan, but the district says they aren't sure when the hybrid learning, which is at the beginning of the 2nd phase, will begin. In South Topeka, Lindley Lund, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Lindley, for breaking that down for us.